Hey Libra, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are good. I'm going to see what wants to come out, past, present, future, usual business. We have the Fool on the back of the deck, 22 seconds on the clock. If this does resonate, the world as I split the deck, like, share and subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. Love to hear from you guys in the comments. First card out, Death, Transformation. This has been the first card out for a couple of readings recently. The Tower on the back of the deck. Who was it? I'm sure, was it Cappy that had the Death card and then the Tower? Okay. Something's well on its way physically. Things are all in order. But something emotionally needs to be tended to. You may be feeling called to rest, to relax, to take some time off. This feels like the last thing you want to do. It feels like it doesn't make sense. This isn't the time to be taking a break. This isn't the time to be relaxing. This isn't the time to slow down. There's blocks that are being cleared, emotions that need to be processed, things coming to the surface. You may be feeling called to fast. It feels like really getting to the emotional body, working through things. It feels like there's been a specific chapter of lessons, something that's coming to an end. And it's necessary to reflect right now and to ensure that things have been integrated as they were meant to. Slow and steady wins the race. That thing of there's no point rushing to the finish line if you forgot how you got there. It's about the journey. There's something here that you may just be feeling it come up in the day, like everything's good, but then like a wave of anger, a wave of frustration, a wave of grief. It feels like this is something that is small in comparison to the rest of your day. Like there's more positive things to focus on than this. However, don't bypass this. By going through this, it's going to help you to transform and to liberate yourself in some way. It's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels. You're going to reach it's like you're going to reach the same outcome. You can gain the same thing materially. But the feeling is going to be different by you facing whatever this is. By accepting whatever this is. Instead of numbing it or suppressing it, pushing it down in some way. Because it's like once this is dealt with, it's dealt with forever. And you can focus on the future. You can focus on building that long-term wealth. Without this blurring your vision, this Eight of Swords energy, it's like it's keeping you trapped in some illusion, in some kind of lower energy that maybe isn't even your energy. Cords need to be cut with. It feels like some of you is an individual, like an ex. It feels like a dark cloud over your success. It just needs to be dealt with, and you can deal with this by freeing yourself from it, by bringing awareness to how you feel, feeling how you feel, not running from things, taking time to process, to breathe through certain feelings, certain narratives. Really, all you need to do is slow down. The body knows what to do. The soul knows what to do. Get out the way. Yeah, because it's like you could be feeling dissatisfied to the point it could be causing depression in terms of the weight's too heavy. 4 of Cups, 10 of Wands, Chariot. Something wants to be moved. This does feel like SOS, time to take a break, everything on hold. Focus on your emotional health. Interesting, something coming through here. Advert just come up, Shopify, but the message that come through with that is not, this isn't going to be for everyone, but some of you it's like you can't physically carry on in a job role anymore. Maybe you're too burnt out, it's affecting your health, or maybe you feel like your health's affecting your work, but it's like, is your health affecting your work, or is it the work that's affecting your health, the environment that's affecting your health, the energies that surround you in that environment that's affecting your health? If you feel like you're being pushed like back against a wall, like you're getting pushed out of a situation, you, as much as you fight to get to a place or do something or go somewhere, it's not happening. Things are happening out of your control. It's like no matter how much you fight to maybe get in work or stay in work, your health or something happens where you have to go, or where your attendance isn't what it should be. If you're having problems in a certain area and it feels like this is in terms of business or work, it's like you're not being asked to try harder and commit more to the thing that's not working. You're being asked to commit to yourself and find a way that works for you. If you can't make money in a certain area, or you're losing out on money because of your health, then you're being asked to find a way to make money that accommodates you with what you need right now while you work through things. Coming back to the Shopify thing, it's like maybe you can't travel to work, so you're being asked to work something out from where you are at home. Maybe you can't be present in terms of actually show up physically, so you're being asked to do something online. Maybe this isn't going to be forever, but this is a stepping stone to your purpose. It's like, as much as things may look like they're all going to shit, it's actually aligning you with what you truly are here to do. Don't see yourself as something going wrong with you. Trust that things are happening in your favor, even if it's a nuisance tower. All right, Richard, come on. Queen of Wands, Empress, and 9 of Cups. Future energy. Sweet as a nut. Something is changing, literally. It feels like there's just been a shift in the atmosphere. We're here and it's like autumn and it feels like Halloween already. I'm getting so excited and it's getting darker and eerier and it's just so pretty outside of an evening. But this is coming through. I'm just having all these pretty autumnal scenes in my mind. Certain things that you may feel like these changes are just starting. Oh, it's going to be another however long of this, another. So these changes, that new changes, and you're not even where something wants to be, or you're not where you want to be, or something's not where you want it to be. And now there's new towers that haven't got over the last tower. That's the kind of how it feels. This is a rapid change. This is a rapid change, a rapid transformation. It's like, it feels like a portal being created. What I'm seeing is somebody just like literally walking into a different world. It feels like you've shedded so many, justice in your favor. Ace of Swords. You don't need to do something alone forever, but something needed to be done alone in terms of maybe in terms of those that didn't understand you. You could have been like fighting to get someone to see your point of view in terms of your family before you started, before you move forward with something. It feels like there needed to be acceptance that you're just going to have to do this regardless of how someone else is thinking or feeling about it. Coming out of illusion, seeing through the fact that those that want to protect you and that give you advice from that place of wanting to protect you is just because that's their intention doesn't necessarily mean that that's the best advice for your protection. It feels like there's been a harsh lesson here of only you know what's right for you, cutting cords. It feels like what's coming through, 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Queen of Swords, is like feeling safe in that codependent kind of situation. Feeling safe, either being controlled by someone or just relying on being like heavily reliant on someone, feeling that as a form of security, a form of protection. Maybe in terms of relying on a system, relying on some kind of job security, seeing that as a form of safety, protection, like a safety net. And not wanting to detach from that, because detaching from whatever this thing, person or place is would detach you from your safety net. Then realizing that actually it's keeping you in a comfort zone that's stopping you from fully living or doing something you're here to do, which is actually unsafe. It's like it's more of a risk to stay in your comfort zone than it is to take the risk. It feels like there's been a lesson of this, that you may have not made many decisions because of making the right decision based on what's safe, and your perspective of safe has been reprogrammed. Like there's been an awakening, a realization that it's just you and you, that if you don't do something you want to do, that only it comes back to you. Like no one makes that decision for you. As much as we can blame others, we carry the regret of what we didn't do. They don't. So it feels like there's been some harsh lesson here, the world, but this is very liberating energy. Yes, yeehaw, Ace of Wands, the world, Ace of Wands. Yeah, it feels like this is kind of shifted you into an unstoppable place. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Eight of Cups, how you see yourself. Just giving Taz energy. Eight of Cups, 9 of Swords. Hierophant. Being the master of your own storm. Grouse medicine's coming through, an invitation to the dance, to life's dance. Or it's like you know when to move, you know when to flow, you know when to rest, you know when to go. Hanged Man. Okay. Now I'm seeing Goku. 7 of Pentacles, King of Wands. It's like, yeah, it's like actually mastering energy. rapid transformation. It feels like intentionally putting yourself through the storm to transform, to shift, that Super Saiyan energy, that you could physically look different. You've shedded a lot of layers. It's like you could be going through your worst time but looking your best. And it's like you could be feeling a little confused, like what's going on here? Feeling like something's really falling apart, but yet things don't seem to be falling apart. Trust the process. Stay committed. The only way to know the end of the story is to write it. There's a lot of physical changes taking place. You could be moving. Some of you are moving in with somebody that you meet romantically. This happens fast. It's like you're not really sure if this is a good idea, but your gut just is something that you can't deny. Intuitively, it's like you just feel called to do this, to take this action. It feels like a wild and wacky action. It feels like you've played something very safe, like I was saying, or something very it's a very sensible energy. All of a sudden it seems like from an outside perspective you've lost the plot. You haven't lost the plot, you found it. Emperor. It's like, yeah, do what you want to do. It's that wild horse energy, running free, cutting yourself free. It's a very exciting, abundant, emotionally fulfilling energy in the near future. Yeah, Ace of Swords. It's bold, it's strong. It's like, it feels like being broken down. It's like the last straw, that kind of energy. Justice in your favor. It feels like that thing of nothing left to lose, strength, but in terms of but not so much in terms of the material sense, but in terms of taking a risk. Like maybe you didn't want to take this certain risk because you're going to be judged, or you're going to miss out on being in certain places at certain times around certain people, that you was going to miss certain individuals. It's like, it feels like being disappointed to the point where it's like, it's not going to make any difference. It's like you didn't want to leave and create an ending, but it's like a realization that the things that you thought were going to end had already ended, or they didn't even exist in the first place. In terms of maybe you was waiting around out of loyalty to someone, but then it's like they weren't being loyal to you, or loyalty to situations, to jobs, whatever it is. Yeah, world justice. Emperor. Feels like someone could have said something to you. It's like they've revealed their true self. They shattered this illusion for you, but then it's like something's coming through about, as much as that thing of that we need to forgive others, and then also ask for forgiveness for holding resentment towards others, because that does just as much damage as the hurt initially caused by the other. Somebody's shown you or spoken their true colours to you. This could have really cut deep. However, if it wasn't for this, it's like you could still be wasting your time, your life in an illusion. As much as you was in an illusion about this person, it wasn't this person that necessarily created the illusion or the perception of it, whatever this situation is. So it's like, this is over and done with now. This person showing their true self to you, as much as it may hurt, or this situation, maybe an establishment showing its true ways to you, and it hurt, something you invested in, something you care about, it was that hurt that set you free. Because it's like, thank God that this person was honest, or thank God that this come to light, because without it coming to light, you would never know, you'd never be able to move forward. This is a blessing in itself, and it is what you asked for, as much as it means that now you have to grieve the truth of what you thought something was. Justice in your favor. Emperor. Eight of Cups, please. Okay. Meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. Yeah, it feels like someone could have really burnt you and you're being asked to forgive. You're being asked to get into your heart space. You're being asked to be kind, to make it not about you, to detach from this, to accept things for what they are, people for what they are, situations for what they are. It is what it is. It's out of your control. Now, what is in your control? And to move ahead. And this cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail on the Eight of Cups, it's like emotional reaction. Being mindful of the decisions you make in love, in business, in your intimate relationships, or whatever that is, in family, in whatever situation. Be mindful of the decisions you're making right now while there's so much pain, or there's these feelings within you. Give yourself more time, grace, patience. Be patient, be kind to yourself. Hold that intention of being kind to others. It's like, there's what you could do, and then there's what you will do. Okay, something else that just come up there, property. Maybe that's another thing, in terms of passive income, looking into that. There's so many different ways of that. Renting places out, commercial property, maybe some kind of like design, like you bring something to it, but maybe it's not in terms of like the deal side of things. Maybe it's something artistic or some kind of management. Maybe it's something online, where you just manage something online. Something's coming through about property. Trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Or like maybe just like buying and selling, something like that. Doing things up. Something's coming through like doing something up, but maybe you're not doing so much of the doing, like overseeing something or playing a part in something or investing in something. Open your mind to all different avenues, and maybe it's not just one thing. Maybe there's a few different things that are very contrasting, but it's all going to make sense later. Maybe you're guided to learn about plumbing, and then learn about landscaping, and something like learn about something to do with a kitchen, and then it turns out you have a property and you need to know these things in an emergency, or there's something you need to know later. It's like, it's not going to make sense right now why you feel called to do certain things, but it's all going to fit together. It's all part of the puzzle. Maybe there's a certain skill, or there's somebody that just works where you're going to work, and it's not even about the plumbing, but there's somebody that works there that you need to meet. Trust the process of things, as wild as it seems. A brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. 2727. Trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience, there are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring reward, success and public recognition. Oh, the wow. Oh, guys, the wow. Stop. Number 41. Wow of mighty oceans, you have seen it all. Secrets of the ages are heard within your call. Teach me how to hear your words and how to understand the very roots of history of when our world began. Wow is very much like a swimming library. Wow carries the history of Mother Earth and is said to have been placed here by the ancients from the dog star Sirius. Biologists say that Wow is a mammal and very possibly lived on land millions of years ago. In tribal legend, Wow's move into the ocean happened when the earth shifted and Lemuria, the motherland, went below the waves. Wow medicine people are coded in their DNA to understand that sound frequencies can bring up records in the memories of ancient knowledge. They are usually clairaudient or able to hear both very low and very high frequencies. They are usually also psychically developed and fairly telepathic. Many times, however, they are not awakened to their gifts until it's time to use the stored records. Many Wow medicine people are able to tap into the universal mind of Great Spirit and have no idea how or why they know what they know. Only later, when they receive confirmation, do they begin to understand how they know or why they received the impressions. Wow medicine teaches us to use the sounds and frequencies that balance our emotional bodies and heal our physical forms. To recall why the shaman's drum brings healing and peace is to align with Wow's message. The drum is a universal heartbeat and aligns all beings heart to heart. Before the advent of speech and the primordial language, hand signs were used, and many tribes were silent most of the time. The language that was understood was the sounds of Great Spirit's other creatures, the animals. If you pulled the Wow card, you're being asked to tap into these records and to allow yourself to be sung to by those who have the original language. We are the only creatures who do not have our own unique cry or call. Find yours. Allow your voice to use this sound to release tension or emotion. Wow signals a time of finding your origins, of seeing your overall destiny as coded in your DNA, and of finding the sounds that will release those records. You may never be the same again after all. You are the melody of the universe, and the harmony is the song of the other creatures. In using your voice to open your memory, you are expressing your uniqueness and your personal sound. As you open to this uniqueness, the animals that are your 9 totems may then send their sounds or calls to you or through you. This will open your personal records so that you may further explore your soul's history and commune with Wow, who carries the history of us all. And I was just reading this, Diana Cooper come through. I was watching a few of her videos yesterday. One about the blue supermoon and one about the turtles, and it was just magical. I love her. But she was just saying about how the turtles raise the frequency of our oceans and that they download Lemurian codes from Jupiter through the Bermuda Triangle and then send light back up or something. It was absolutely, I don't know, it was just crazy. It's mad. It's mad. That's something else that I was guided to as well, because in the Alice deck, it mentions about mock turtle soup, and I was like, what is mock turtle soup? And then it come up about how that the rich used to actually eat turtle soup, and because it was so expensive or so hard to get, and then they brought in laws to protect the turtles, as if we have to bring in laws to protect the turtles, guys. That they had to create one for like the peasants, so it was called mock turtle soup, and they used beef or whatever it was, or some other kind of meat, but they actually used to make turtle soup. I've got a few other opinions about this, who, why, what with this turtle soup, but let me slow down and easy up here, get back to the reading, girl. Right. The Wow. Record keeper. Leadership. Mountain lion. Something else coming through now as well. I was watching I can't remember. It's gone. I know the name and it's just gone. It'll come to me when I let it go. But she was just basically saying that she has no views on certain politics, and that people will be offended by that. Like, how have you got no views? How do you not, like, and that moving forward we're going to be really moving in sovereignty, investing in ourselves, kind of collaboration, community, that new earth leadership. That's what's coming through here with the Wow and the mountain lion. You could be really being prepared to be a guide on this journey for others, to take the lead from that place of love, to show people the way by standing and following your own way, giving people permission by giving yourself permission, showing others their magic through you shining your own magic. There's something here, there's a lot of changes. Life's not going to be the same as it was, but to embrace this and look for the beauty instead of seeing it as an ending, seeing it as a beginning, realizing that it's a choice. And this is something not only you've chosen on a soul level, but this is something that you desire. There's many desirable things coming in, physically, emotionally. It's a dream come true. Strength, High Priestess, Lovers, Ace of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Sun. For the King of Wands. And we've got the Two of Cups. Okay, I'm being guided to start with the Two of Cups. So we've got Crystal. Oh, really? Really? Rhodochrosite. 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 That's what I'm going to say it is, but I don't know. Chakra sacral. A relationship is important at this point. It may involve a love or partner, but whoever it is definitely about mutual giving and receiving. There is a physical attraction, a desire, and you will feel a new connection, whether with an existing lover or a new partner, perhaps meeting your twin soul. Rhodochrosite promotes passion and frees you from emotional drawbacks. Your sacral chakra is the center of sexual energy. It could be time to release it. There will also be new bonds of unity or confirmation of an agreement in other areas of your life. And then we've got the King of Wands. That was page number 37. Yeah, go, go, go. It's very passionate, active energy coming in, guys. A lot going on. But it's all very abundant, very blessed. Yeah, there's going to be challenges. But it feels like this is exciting. This is like an adventure, something you're going to enjoy, something you're going to embrace. It's just an acceptance of what's done is done. Something that needs to be emotionally processed, something that can't just be logically confirmed and on you go. Something needs to be released. I feel like this is happening at present. Then we've got the King of Wands, looking towards your next step, planning. The King represents the creative power that inspires the kingdom. Your mind is calculating your next project, and this is a time and space to work everything out. Don't act too soon, but don't delay action once you have chosen your path. If you haven't started thinking about your next step, then now is a good time to do so. The King may also represent a man or your own masculine side. Keep positive and stay true to yourself, as others may try to persuade you to change your thoughts on a matter. Another crystal I'm not going to know how to pronounce. Indicolite gives you faith in yourself, enhancing your creativity. It's a stone there. Alice, a drink me labelled bottle. Number 4. Meaning, you are facing a choice and wondering whether you should open the bottle and drink the potion. To make up your mind, carefully scrutinise every detail and check that there is no mention of poison or danger. Once done, take action, one way or another. Of course there will be repercussions, but at the end of the day, trying and choosing are far better than stagnation and immobility. Key question, have you taken enough time to measure the possible consequences of your actions? Page number 18. Okay, probably going to get slandered for this narrative, but to work is a choice. I feel like some of you need to put that in your head because of how extreme the programming is, that you're not worth anything unless you're burnt out or unless you're doing something. It feels like something needs to be reprogrammed. Meditating as soon as you rise, before you sleep, rewriting those narratives, how you act in the day, what you do, the decisions you make, what you tell yourself, self-talk. It feels like you're really being asked to give yourself your full attention right now. Why are you doing what you're doing? Where is it really getting you? It's like if you want something different, do something different. If you do the same thing, you're going to get the same result. How long have you been doing what you're doing, trying to get somewhere that it's not getting you? It's not maybe you that's the problem, but it's the transport you're trying to take to get there. It's like if you're going to the other side of the planet, you're probably not going to take the car. Maybe there's just it's like you might just be in the wrong environment, that there's something you're investing your energy in that's not helping you, or it's just not in alignment with what you actually want to do. in order to get where you want to be, it's like, first be honest with yourself about how you feel with where you're at. Be mindful of falling into that wishful thinking. It's like, oh, it'll be better, it'll get better. Or one day, it's like, one day is today. One day is the day you choose the day it's going to be, what day it's going to be. And of course, not in terms of the divine power of things, the divine order of things, divine timing of things. But you have more power than maybe you're giving yourself credit for. Yeah, outgrowing your environment, growing and growing. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself, the dreamer. Two, High Priestess. Believe in your gifts, trust yourself. You're more magical than you're giving yourself credit for. Give yourself permission to shine. Give yourself permission to be you, to be different in whatever way you may feel that is. Okay, we have peppermint and pine. Peppermint, planetary companions, Venus, Mercury, Zodiac, Virgo, Aquarius, energy, masculine, daily correspondence, Friday and Wednesday, element air. Magical properties, a cleansing herb, mint clears the mind, boosts concentration and increases intuitive focus. It can relieve headaches, ease troubling thoughts and promote renewal. And we've got pine, planet Mars, zodiac signs Aries, Scorpio, energy masculine, daily correspondence Tuesday, element air. As a natural habitat for birds, bugs and all creatures small yet great, perhaps even a gnome or two, pine with its clean smelling, naturally uplifting scent can help cleanse and protect your home as well. Pine branches tucked into a bouquet boast of hope in adversity. Pine trees hold symbolism in many cultures, representing immortality because they keep their leaves year round. Magical properties, pine is cleansing, protects the home, energizes, promotes good health and increases adaptability. Suggested use. Place pine cones on your altar to protect your home and promote good health. Clean with pine scented products to cleanse the house of negative energies. Meditate with pine essential oil to feel grounded and re-energized. Tend well to your pine furniture as the wood is protective. Lean back, close your eyes and drift off to dreamland under a pine on a bright spring day and awake with renewed purpose. To tackle dust and dirt and grime, your mighty scent does shine. To cleanse, protect and heal my home, I turn at once to pine. And peppermint. I strew this mint across my floor to cleanse the air of germs and more, to clear the mind where cobwebs brew and stimulate fresh thoughts anew. Number 33, Udia. He is considered the archetype of God's works, fully integrated with the angelic world. He always defends good, understanding, kind and loving. He is well connected and recognized by everyone. He knows how to control his interior world, adapting to reality and realizing his hopes and dreams. Planet Jupiter. Reasons for invoking: to reveal hidden situations, to recognize traitors and discover their plans, to reveal to us our defects and mistaken attitudes. Page number 29. He works to develop his spiritual tendencies which are of the highest level. He is a good friend and charitable to his peers, whose way he lights with his helpful actions. He works to prevent ignorance, providing education or financial resources to this worthy cause. When choosing a partner, he takes into consideration that he needs a quiet home in order to have a balanced personality. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.